everyone, welcome to another video of programming in C. So in this video we are going to see another decision making statement which is available in C, known as switch statement. So what are the topics which we are going to cover in this particular video? They are: number one, we will see what is switch statement. Then we will see the syntax of switch statement, how it was written and how it is written. Then we will see how it works in syntax, or in before syntax I will tell you the flow chart of switch statement. Then at last we will see an example, a small program in switch statement. So basically, what is switch statement? So this is the switch statement here. So what is switch statement? If I tell in a normal way or in layman scenario, if I will tell, switch statement is the replacement of if else statement. It is replacement of if statements in if statement of in our previous video we have seen if statement. So in if statement I told you there are three different type of if statement. There is normal if, after that we have if else, then we have if else. So switch statement is the replacement of if else. So the thing is that whatever maybe you can do in the if statement, the same thing can be done in switch statement. It depends on the programmer which type of statement he or she is going to use. So what is which statement? Switch statement. So switch statement allow a variable to be tested for equality, fine, so against a list of values. Each value can called as case, and the variable being switched to the checked for the each switch case. So we will see how it is written and what is case and different thing. So come to the flow chart. As I told you, single there will be a single expression in switch. We will check that particular expression in switch, fine. If there is no if here, so what happened, we have multiple number of cases, fine. So let us go to the syntax where you can understand very easily how it is written or how actually it works. So here is the syntax. So as mentioned here, switch in within bracket, expression curly braces started, case constant expression, colon, statement or statements, semicolon. So after end of the case we have to write break, fine. So the number of case block, you can write as much number of case block you want, fine. So what happened here, actually the expression written in switch is a value which will be checked in each case, fine. So if the expression in switch and the constant expression in different cases will equal, then only that particular statements under that case will be executed. That means, in simple way, if I will tell in simple way, the expression written in switch is just a value. There is no condition. It's just a value, and that particular value is tested with the constant values of each case in the statement. Wherever the expression of the switch is equal to the constant expression of the case, that particular case statements will be executed. After executing those statements, break will be executed. When the break will be executed, it will automatically come out of the end curly braces of the switch statement. So at last you can see at last there is a statement, there is written default colon. So what is default? If we can remember the if else statement. So what happened there? First we check the condition in if. After that, if that condition is not satisfied, then we are going for else if conditions. If else if condition is not satisfied, then we are going to else where there is no condition. Similarly, if the expression of the switch and the constant expression of the cases will not equal, that means we cannot find a equal thing, then default will be executed. That means default is the else part. Fine. So it is very simple that we have to give a constant. Remember, think that the expression which we will write in switch, that will be a integer constant. Basically it is a integer. Fine. And that particular thing is equality, that means that particular thing is examined in each case. So in each case also we will have a constant expression, that means that is also a integer value. Fine. If you don't understand, when we do a new program, when we do a switch case program, then you can understand what is happening there. So basically it is not very difficult. Rather, if you will write if else statement, then it will be very difficult. But in switch case there is no difficulty, because clear cut, we have a constant, we have a value, and that value should be checked in each cases. Wherever the value is equal, or if you find that value in cases, that particular that statements which is written inside that particular case block will be executed. Otherwise default will be executed. Fine. So let us see now how it works. So how the switch works. As I told, the expression which is written in switch is a integer value or enum type. Enum is a data type, is a special data type. So what is enum data type? The example is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can increment like this. If I will write enum a, so the value of a will be incremented in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a constant integer value. Fine. So the expression which is written in switch, it should be a integer value or a enum data type. Fine. Then the next one is, you can have any number of case statements within a switch statement. Each case followed by a value to be compared with the expression written in switch. Fine. Then the constant expression of each of case must be same data type of the variable, or of the same data type as in expression in the switch. So the data type of the data type of the expression in the switch should be equal to the constant data type, constant expression in the case. Fine. So what is the work of break? The break will break the chain and go out of the curly braces of the switch statement. So the working of switch statement will be ended. Fine. So the work of break is that there is no big logic behind that break. The break is a keyword, is a default keyword with C library. In the C library, the work of break is to break the chain and go out of the curly braces. Fine. The same break keyword is used in different places. You can normally use break statement. You can also use break in if else. In future, when we will see different loops, there also we will use break in some time. Fine. So in switch case, break is only used to cut the chain and go out of the switch case curly braces. Fine. If none of the constant expression is equal to the expression in the switch, then default will be executed. The statement or the statements which was written inside the default block will be executed. In switch case, very important thing is that you have to remember, whenever you are writing switch case, write switch, within bracket you have to give the expression. After starting curly braces of switch, you have to write case. After writing case, give a space, then write the constant expression. Give colon. If you don't give colon, it will be an error. Give colon, come to down, write your statement or statements which you want to execute if that case is satisfied. After writing your statement or statements, write break, give a semicolon. Fine. Similarly, in default also, you have to write default colon. In default, there is no constant expression. Default colon, come down and write your statement or statements which you want to execute. It is very simple. So writing a switch case is very simple. So the thing is that you have to decide whether you can write this particular program or particular thing in if, else or in switch case. It is on you or on the depending on the programmer. He or she can be decide that whether he or she is going to write the program or write the solution in if, else or in switch case. So in my personal point of view, switch case is very easy than if, else. Fine. So next, so this is an example. So let us take this example and execute it, and we will understand this example. What is this question and what is this problem? We'll find the solution and we will see how we can write this in this particular thing in if, else as well as in switch case. So what is the problem? The problem is that we have to write a program to accept two numbers from the user. After accepting two numbers from the user, if the user will give 1, we have to produce the addition of two numbers. If the user will give 2, then we have to produce the subtraction of two numbers. If the user will give 3, we have to produce the multiplication of two numbers. If the user will give 4, we have to print the division of two numbers. Which two number? Those two numbers given by the user. So let us now go and see how this problem can be solved using both if, else and switch case. Basically we will do program in switch case, but I will tell you the way of writing. We can write this same problem in if, else and switch case. I will tell you how to write both, but the program will be in switch case. Fine. Let us go and start. So here we are. Let us see what is the problem and how to do the solution. So as I mentioned, the problem is we have to take, or the user will give two inputs. Suppose A and B are two inputs which the user will give us. They will two numbers, and our problem is that we have to perform different operations. Like if the user will give 1, you have to perform addition. If the user will give 2, we have to perform subtraction. If 3, the multiplication, and if 4, it is division. Okay, so how to do it? So first thing, we can do this particular thing using if, else as well as in switch case. So let us first see how can we do this in if, else and else. So for that we have to take three variables A, B and C. So what is C? Or we have to take four variables A, B, C, D. In D we will store 1, 2, 3 or 4. What the user is given option. Fine. So we have to take A, B, C and D. In D we have to we will say what is the option given by user. So we can write if D equal to 1. In this particular thing we will write C is equal to A plus B semicolon curly braces, and else if D equal to 2 curly braces start C is equal to A minus B semicolon curly braces end. Then else if D equal to 3 curly braces C is equal to A multiplied D semicolon. At last, if it is not A not B, if it is not 1, 2, 3, then else it is 4. That means we will write else C is equal to A divided by D. Sorry, it's B. And so like this we can write in if else. Like this we can write in if else. So this same thing can be written in switch case. So how we can write in switch case? So for writing in switch case, let us first take how many variables we need. We need A and B to store two numbers which will come from user, then C to store the result, addition, subtraction, multiplication or division result. After that we can result. So we need this much only. Fine. We need another variable. Suppose it is n. Suppose it is n. So what we will store in n? We will store 1, 2, 3 or 4 in n. Fine. So how to write it? Just give switch within bracket n, because n is a variable which is an integer type, and I mentioned earlier that the expression within the switch should be an integer type or enum type. Fine. So curly braces start, we will write here case 1 colon C is equal to A plus B semicolon, break case 2 C is equal to A minus B semicolon, break, then case 3 colon C is equal to A multiplied B semicolon, break, then case 4 colon C is equal to A divide B semicolon, break, then at last default colon printf not a correct entry, curly braces end. So like this we can write in switch case. So n is a variable which is of integer type, and I already mentioned that the type of variable the expression type should be equal to the case constant type. So in case constant we have 1, 2 which are integers. So in here 3 and 4 which are integers. So it is okay. It is fine. We can write this. So if you compare here, so this is the format for if else, and it is the format for switch case. So writing switch case is very much easier than writing if else. Fine. So similarly here also in switch case also, if you don't want to write case 4, if you don't write case 4 also, you can directly write in default C is equal to C is equal to A divided by B, because if it is not matched with case 1, 2 or 3, it will by default go to the default block. Fine. If you will write case 4, then in default just write wrong entry or whatever may be the message you want to give to the user. Fine. So let us go now and check in compiler how the program is written, and we will run the program and see how the output will come. So here we are in our compiler. Our compiler is dev C++, as I mentioned earlier also. The dev C++ download link is available in description. You can download from it. So here is the program, which is the switch case program, and our problem is the user will give two numbers A and B, and we have to print the result according to the user option. If the option is 1, it is addition; 2 for subtraction, 3 for multiplication, and 4 for division. So this is the program for the problem statement which is given. As I told you, we have to take 4 variables a, b, c, and n. Then enter 2 numbers, the message for the user, and those 2 numbers will be saved in a and b, 2 variables. Then the message to the user that enter your option 1 for plus, 2 for minus, 3 for multiplication, and 4 for division. Again, then the option which is given by the user is stored in n or saved in n. Then switch n, because the expression should be the constant or integer type. Case 1, c is equal to a plus b, printf, sum is, then break. Similarly, case 2, break, case 3, break, case 4, break, at last default. So let us now compile the program, then run the program and see how we can see the output. So here is the compilation is done. Close it, then run it. In run window, it will first ask enter 2 numbers to the user. So the result is here, enter 2 numbers. So let us give 2 numbers 4 and 2. A is equal to 4, then b is equal to 2. Then enter. Then here you can see enter your option 1 for plus, 2 for minus, 3 for multiplication, and 4 for division. According to the user reference or whatever maybe the user want, he or she can give the option. Let us give option number 3. So enter 3, then press enter. See, the answer is multiplication is 8. 2 into 4 is, or 4 into 8, 4 into 2 is equal to 8. First, press NA key to go back. So if the given option by the user is not within the cases, that means the option should be beyond 4. Fine. So let us run again and see what the result or what the output come. So enter 2 numbers, same we will give 4 and 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4 we will give 5, which is not in our options. So 5. See, the result is invalid option, because in default section we have written that printf invalid option. If that means if case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4 are not satisfied, then default will be executed. If default is executed, whatever may be statement or statements you will write within the default section or default block, that much statement will be executed. Fine. Remember that the break is not required for default, because default is the last one, the else part. Fine. So this same program can be written in if else, which I have shown you before. So try to write the same program in if else. In future I will give some new problems to write in switch case. So basically switch case is nothing but it's a replacement of if else. If you don't want to write if else, you can write the same thing in switch case. As I told you, in my personal point of view, switch case is very easy to write then if else. Fine. So in this video, switch statement is over. We will see different new things in our next video. Till that, like and share my video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.